Just because you do not understand that words have power, every letter creates a vibration. They're all sound, so they create vibration. Every words create vibration. Every numbers create vibration. We are giants, and we are still giants. You see the light? But I'm going to show you why the DNA was altered, but it's only altered in fake magic, in illusion. You're still the giant, but you're told you're not. That's the difference. You think you are 5'6", 5'7", but do you really understand what that means? 5'6" or 5'7", it's not. It's energy. I'm 5'7", 5'8", but that's not like height-wise. It's your state of mind. That's why you can see someone who you think is short, but he believes he's an infinite being. So his confidence and his aura and his energy is beyond an oak tree. He's a giant at heart. It's not necessarily your how tall, but tall is just it's a pigment of imagination. It's only a perspective, because someone can be tall, but someone who is 5'6", 5'7" is taller than them energetically. But I'm going to show you pregnant. I'm going to show you this. You need to see. You need to see for your own eyes. Pregnant. You see this? This is important because you do not understand how energy is, how things are manipulated. This is how genes are manipulated. You think genes are just manipulated in the lab. This is how you manipulate things in the lab. Because if I telling you, if I open my mouth every day and I tell you, you are poor, you are poor, you are poor, you are poor, you're not smart, you're not smart, you're not smart. I keep telling you this every day. That's how you alter the genes and the DNA. You really think you alter the genes and DNA by just going to the lab and doing something to the genes and DNA? It's how, the more you talk about these things, you speak, it becomes reality. But I want to show you this. This is what you call pregnant. You see the pre GNA, which is also DNA, pregnant. You're not gonna see this. No one is gonna teach you this. But my name is Gabriel Ifani Chuku Gonaya Okafu. Okafu. So when you do this, I'm there. You see the ant? This is how you become an ant. You were born into a matrix. You become an ant system. So when they tell you jump, you jump. They tell you follow the instructions, you're an ant. So you follow that. Pregnant. You put the I there. Oh, that changes everything. Oh, that changes everything. That's what we is. That's what we are. That's what we're always gonna be. INT changes everything. See that I? NT in pregnant? Now that I brought up the awareness of it, it has changed. We ain't gonna make N babies anymore. We're gonna make giants going forward. I can promise you that. Because as I wake up and become aware, the collective will. Because once you are one with source, you speak in universal energy or universal code, the Christ consciousness. The more I become aware, because I've been asleep, the more I wake up, the universal energy, the Christ consciousness inside of me wake up. So with my reality, so with everyone part of, so with all, we wake up. So you put the I right there. It changes everything. It's not pregnant, pregnant. It's pregnant, pregnant. But you gotta put the I there. Because it's a giant. We are creating giants. The spelling is wrong, but it's intentional. Because if you teach it this way, like I just told you in school, you put that spelling the way I told you in school, and people pronounce it. Remember, you pronounce. What you pronounce, it becomes noun. It becomes a noun. Pronounce. It is not the fucking English language they taught you in school by a white dude. You just speaking gibberish, but you are creating gibberish. But this is the real energy behind the words. So spell it right. Become aware that you want to create ants, A-N-T, preg, G-N-A-N-T. So you make ants. Ants are tiny. And they serve their masters, the queen. They do what they're told. So it is true that they followed the ant system to create the matrix, to create the workforce. And they did it with the words that you and I were taught in school. Everything has an undertone to it. Everything has a deeper meaning to it. Just like your name has meaning to it. Because you don't understand words are magic. Words are powerful, they're magic. That's why you chant. I mean, when I call your name, I'm chanting your name. You are chanting. When you speak, you are chanting. Because you come from source every time you speak. From darkness into light. So you are constantly speaking things into existence, into the light. So once you are now aware of what pregnant is. This is how your genes or your perception or your reality is altered, or your DNA is altered. If you are aware, doesn't matter what they tell you they did in your genes. That's stupid. Doesn't matter, because you're spirit. No one can alter your genes. If you are aware that you're a spirit, if you're a spirit, you can change your perception, your dimensions, your reality. Because inside my Father's house, there are so many mansions, but mansions is dimensions of perception or reality. So you can be in either one based on how you speak, how you chant, how you articulate, articulate, how you see or view the world. Okay? So we used to be giants. We still are giants. We were just made to think we are ants. Not like there's nothing wrong with ants. I have a lot of aunties and ancestors. There's nothing wrong with that, but you need to understand that you're a giant. Your ancestors are giants. You is a giant. You were a giant. You will always be a giant.